A question I get asked a lot is, if I have a pair of Bluetooth headphones, do I need something, or is there any benefit to buying something like FiiO's Q5S or BTR5 or another DAC amp combination? Well, the basic answer is no, because these things are already built into the Bluetooth headphones. But to explain it a little bit better for people who don't understand the differences, let me tell you the difference between digital and analog, and wired and wireless. So essentially this is a pair of ordinary headphones I have here. It's a pair of Audio Technicas and they are wired. Now, regular headphones the output of headphones are essentially analog. So what's going through this wire is an electrical representation of a sound wave that passes through the air, but in electrical form. And this cable is connected to a voice coil. That voice coil is attached to the diaphragm that moves, and it's also around a magnet, so that when you put power through it, it pushes away from the magnet, and then that causes a sound wave to be produced, which goes into your ears. So that is analog. Now, digital is basically everything else. Your computer is digital. Your music files are stored as digital representations of the music, zeros and ones. Your network connection is digital. Your transmission, if you have a wireless connection, say in your house you have a wireless router, that's digital. If you have Bluetooth, which these things use Bluetooth, that's digital as well. Your cell phone uses digital, unless your cell phone is extremely old, but extremely old cell phones no longer exist. Now, the only thing that's analog transmission of music is your old AM, FM radio, and that's really, really going back a long way. But basically everything modern is digital, except for this last connection to the diaphragm of your headphones, which is analog. Now, what something like the Q5S does is it takes a digital signal from your computer or something like your smartphone, and it turns it into an analog signal. So what happens is you get your headphones and you plug them in to the headphone outputs on your Q5S or BTR5, and then this takes the digital signal from your computer or your smartphone and changes it into an analog one, which goes to the headphone diaphragm. Now, this digital signal can come in wired form via USB, because we've got a USB connection on here, or it can come in wireless via Bluetooth. Bluetooth is also digital, as I mentioned before. So what you can do is, for example, let's say I have this pair of Audio Technica headphones and I wish to connect them to my iPhone. Well, I can't, because this does not have an analog output anymore, no headphone jack. So what I could do is I could get this pair of Audio Technica headphones and the BTR5, and I could, for example, attach it to the headphones like so. Then I could get my cable and I could plug it in. I could just attach this to my shirt pocket. And then I have essentially more or less a pair of wireless headphones. Well, it's not quite very neat. But essentially what I've got here is the same thing as in a pair of Bluetooth headphones. This is taking the digital signal, either if I use Bluetooth connecting from this to the BTR5, then the BTR5 converts that signal into an analog output, which goes to the headphones. But as I said, with a pair of Bluetooth headphones, all of that is built in. So what you see here is essentially built into this pair of Odyssey Bluetooth headphones that are around my neck. So I don't need something like the BTR5 or Q5S, as that's already built in. So the next question I tend to get is, okay, let's say I have a pair of Bluetooth headphones. Can I improve the sound quality if I do use something like the Q5S with the analog output of this going into the analog input of my Bluetooth headphones? So is it going to improve things? Generally speaking, probably not. And I say that because, again, what's built in here is essentially built in here. So I doubt you're going to get any kind of improvement in that regard. You probably, a more valid example is, let's go back to these Audio Technicas. I really love the sound with these Audio Technicas, and they sound a lot better than a lot of headphones I've tried around, which are Bluetooth, because they are just aimed to be, well, headphones essentially. They don't have to receive wireless signals. They don't have to do a great many things, and they aren't built down to a price, but kind of built up to a quality. Then maybe let's say I really want to use these again. I really want to use these with my phone. And so that in that kind of case, I would buy something like a BTR5 or a higher quality sounding little DAC amp of some kind to use with these, because I really like how they sound. Likewise, let's say I have a pair of high-end in-ear monitors. Now, there are Bluetooth in-ear monitors and there are Bluetooth adapters, but let's say I have a really high-end pair like this Fearless Dawn that I've got in for review, and I want specifically to listen with these because they have a really nice sound. So in that case, I would buy some kind of DAC amp, maybe a Q5S or a Mojo, or some other kind of device to use, so maybe with my smartphone or use with my computer to get a higher quality sound out. And that's the difference between this and a pair of, say Bluetooth earphones or a pair of Bluetooth headphones. Is these are designed just for high sound quality, but a pair of Bluetooth headphones or earphones are usually designed to be, well, they'll fit into a price range, say $200 or $350 or whatever. And so there are going to be a few compromises on the sound. If you're paying half for the headphones and half for the Bluetooth, so maybe you end up, say a $350 pair of Bluetooth headphones would be like buying a $150 pair of headphones plus a $200 DAC amp, something like that, or maybe $200 headphones and $150 DAC amp. So the quality is going to be a little bit lacking on both sides there. Whereas if I have a really good pair of earphones or headphones, well, then I don't have to worry so much about the quality, only my budget. So I hope that gives you an explanation of what Bluetooth headphones are and why you don't need one of these unless your headphones are wired only. So as always, thanks once again for watching. Give it a thumbs up if you did like my video, if it was helpful. If you have any questions, comments, and as always, constructive criticism, leave them in the comments below. Also consider if you'd like my buying advice. For just $2 a month, you can become a supporter. First of all, it helps me make these videos. And second of all, I'll happily answer all your questions and help you out in buying your gear, which could possibly save you way more than $2 a month. So also you can join our little community and you can chat and join in and have fun, and you'll be helping support make good videos. So as always, thanks once again for watching, and I'll see you online.